Why is it when a light-skinned female or male, whatever, speak about their truth and what they experienced and with colorism, it's always shoot away. Like, you're not dark skinned, you wouldn't understand. You don't get as bad as dark skins. Like, do you know how much biracial people have gotten it worse because they have a white mom, a black dad, or they have a black dad and a white mom? So both of the sides of the family, they got the white side of the family calling them the N-word, they got the black side calling them what y'all been calling me. Every name in the book, Oreo, all names in the book.
Okay, so I watched quite a few of your videos and I wanted to say something. Those experiences are not the same. Now, biracial people can be dark-skinned and still have the experience that dark-skinned people have, but saying that biracial people have it worse because they have more issues within their family, that's not accurate. For biracial people that are black and white, I can understand how there could be identity issues, but you should not compare that to what dark-skinned people go through. They're not remotely the same. For dark-skinned people, we're referring to how they get treated due to their complexion. And that's not the same thing that you were talking about when you're talking about family issues of a biracial child. That has nothing to do with complexion, so they don't correlate. And in another video, you talked about how in the black community, we tend to identify each other, with light skin, brown skin, dark skin, those terms. And even though we all are black, our experiences are not the same. I'm going to explain why. Light skinned people have always been very included. Now, I understand people invalidating the blackness of light skinned people because that happens to me all the time. I promise you, people can tell you how often I've had to defend my blackness because I'm a fully black person just like you. I'm just light skinned with a looser curl pattern, so people tend to tell me that I'm mixed biracial, and sometimes they'll even flat out say that I'm white. And even though I do that, I'm not going to say that I personally have it hard. Is it annoying that people invalidate my blackness? Yes, but not much else comes from that. The thing is, we get so much inclusion generally. Because we are light skinned, we carry a privilege that brown skin and dark skin people don't have. I'm not proud of that privilege, and I don't think any light skinned person should be proud of that privilege. There's a lack of representation and inclusivity to dark skinned people, and we're all very aware to how darker skinned people get treated. Getting called an Oreo sucks, and it's insulting and offensive. Having your blackness invalidated also sucks. It's not the same as what dark-skinned people experience. And if we did not categorize ourselves as light-skinned, brown-skinned, and dark-skinned, you want to know what would happen? You want to know what the representation for black people would look like? They would look like me. They would also look like you because they would have a black person, but the black person of their choice. I cannot tell you what dark-skinned people experience. Speaking just for myself and for myself only, I know that I have not gone through anything that compares to what dark-skinned people go through. And it's not to say that light-skinned people cannot endure things, but it feels like sometimes y'all are trying to compete with dark-skinned people and their experiences. And that's an issue in itself.